Hey guys, welcome back to Insight Tennis Tour Stroke Series. My name is Rick Oldroyd. I'm the president and founder of Insight Tennis. Today we're going to do a lesson on the one-handed backhand, and I did a video not too long ago where I talked about a power position that the pros all get into that adds tremendous power to their one-hander. We're going to do a little demonstration today on the wall to kind of illustrate the differences, but first of all, let me just kind of do a quick review on what I'm talking about. Everybody kind of knows on the backhand, most people have their hand up on top of the racket in terms of the grip. I advocate the index knuckle on bevel number 1 and the pad of the hand on the other side of bevel number 1. So it's going to look like that from the back and it's going to look like that from the front. Now there are some different variations, that's fine. Find kind of what works best for you. But if you'll recall from the video that we did not too long ago, we talked about a couple of different power positions. One of them was as I'm taking the racket back, and if you look at, I want you to face the camera here. If you're like Federer takes the racket back and he has his hand rotated this way so his racket is facing the court essentially. Some of the players will actually rotate it sooner than he does to the side like this. Either way is fine. But that's a power position. You want, whether you do it this way or whether you do it this way, you want to have that racket above your hand and also above your shoulder. Not clear up here, but I advocate that just here in a good comfortable position right here is fantastic. Notice that the racket is about just slightly above my head, but not much, all right? Now, from that position, we talked about that power position, and then as I continue to take my racket back as I'm timing the ball coming off the ground, the big power position that I wanted to discuss was this one, where I come down, I'm going to keep my right hand on the racket all the way down to here, but getting to this point here. I think a lot of times what happens is players will get a good, nice shoulder turn here, but they'll only get to about here, and then they've lost tremendous power coming back into that ball. They don't get coiled enough, and they don't get their racket pointing to the fence back here. So a good frame of reference is the tip of your racket should be pointing at this back fence. Let me show you what I mean by that. So if I'm here, I've got a good coil position as I'm starting to step into the ball. I'm going to come down, obviously, and I want to get down to that position right there where my racket is pointing here. That's going to allow me to come back to the ball in a really leveraged, good coiled, turned position, leveraged against the ball as I come back and make contact, and then good extension out through the ball. So this is something that you'll want to go out and practice, work on it, try it out and so forth, but I'm going to hit a few balls without doing that, and then I'm going to try and get into that position and show you guys the difference in not only the coil that you get, but also the power coming back to the ball. So let's go ahead and hit just a couple here, just nice and easy with the one-hander. So I didn't get in good enough position there, but I still pretty good power through the ball there. Okay, now those balls right there have some pretty good power on them. Again, plenty for, you know, certain levels of play. But if you want to go to that next level, it's these little intricate details that make all the difference in the world. It's a small thing, but it makes a huge impact. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get into that position on this one. If you'll watch, and there's just massively huge power difference right there. Okay, and the key thing is I'm getting all the way to there. Okay, I'm going to let go about this position right here, but as I'm coming back, because I've got this position, this power position, and I'm coiled, I can really come back to that ball with a good leverage with my shoulder, and I can make contact and then just release out through that ball. And again, the timing has to be right on this, obviously. If I'm swinging, if my swing's a little bit longer because I'm taking it back a little farther, obviously that's going to affect timing. But as you get the feel of this, you're going to find that it is unbelievable the difference in the power that that little position makes. So once again, let's try it one more time. I want you guys to go out and work on this. Again, watch the position here. and then release it through the ball. We'll go one more here. So here, and release it through the ball. One last time. Here, right here. That was a good one. So when I get to this position here, if I get all the way to there, it's all the difference in the world when I release that back through that ball. So go out and try this, guys. This is something that will really, really help you on that one-handed backhand. Yes, your timing has to be better, but once you get that timing down, you're going to stop popping that ball probably like you never felt before, especially if you haven't gotten into that position before. So hopefully that's going to be helpful for you guys. If you like the video, click the link below, subscribe to the channel, and visit the website, insighttennis.com. A lot of new things with Insight Tennis this year. We've got some new things on the website, paid content, so forth, so check that out. Always leave any comments or questions. Email me directly at rick@insighttennis.com if you would like some help with your game. And as always, guys, thank you so much for your time. We'll see you next time out on the court.